Sawadika. We're in Hua Hin, Thailand. It's a beautiful day. It's about 30 degrees, hot and sunny. Today I'm going to give you a tour of our apartment that we're staying in for a couple of months, and we're at Baan Sansuk, and I'll show you also some of the amenities this condominium complex has. Down by the ocean, we are waterfront, and a beautiful pool and some other things. So let's get going. And this is what the lobby looks like. There's some lounging sofas and chairs here. Welcome to our apartment. As soon as you come in, this is the hallway door coming in from outside, and there's a small seating area as soon as you step inside with a couple of chairs and a stand in the middle, a guitar hanging over top, missing a couple strings, so I haven't really been able to play it. I don't play anyway, but that doesn't matter. We got some hats and a yoga mat, I think that is hanging here. I guess that belongs to the owner. And a small shoe stand just inside the door. Small refrigerator with a bottom mount freezer. And as you come in, there's the kitchen sink. Now, typical of Thai apartments, they don't have hot water at the kitchen sink, so you're just washing dishes with cold water. And we do have some dishes up in here and some pots and pans. Hasn't really mattered because we've eaten every meal out. There's a small 2-burner countertop stove, microwave, toaster oven, kettle. The only thing we've used is a microwave to warm up leftovers the odd time. And then across from that, we do have a dining room table with 4 chairs. We mainly just use it to work at. We've got our laptop set up there. And then come on in this way, Mike. So we'll go into this bedroom. This is the second bedroom, and it has a queen size bed. And then across from that, that whole wall is cupboards. We've got all our clothes hanging up in the top cupboards. The bottom cupboards we haven't been able to use because they're full of, I guess, all the owner's stuff. There's a couple of suitcases. Those belong to us. And there is no outside window in this room, but there is a window, this thing that opens up, and that opens up above the dining room table. We haven't used that at all. And then come on around this way. I'll let you go in there, Mike, into the bathroom. And it's got a vessel type sink with on top of some kind of a stone vanity. And then turning around to the right is the toilet. And it does have an unusual thing. It's got a shower mounted on the end here with one of these little water heaters that are typical in this part of the world. We haven't used that shower because on this side we have the regular shower. And so this is the one we use all the time, and it does have a half glass wall, so it's been worked quite well. Now, we have had some issues with the hot water. There's only hot water in the bathroom, and we have run out of hot water a few times. It stopped working. The owner's fairly responsive, and as soon as we let her know, then they send a technician up. They fixed it a couple times, but finally on the 3rd time they had to replace some parts, and touch wood, it's worked good since then. So come on back through this way, Mike. You can see there's all hardwood floors. I assume it's hardwood all the way through. And then coming back around, we'll go into the living room area, and we have a big screen TV up here in the corner on a stand. And then just circling around this way, we've got a large sectional L-shaped sofa. It's kind of a leather type material. Coffee table in the middle and a nice shag rug down below. And then we'll go this way into the bedroom. This is the principal bedroom. And I think this one's a king size bed. Looks like a king size anyway. It's got nightstands on either side and some lights over that. And then big mirror up above. And then this is the view that you get to wake up to in the morning. And it's got palm trees outside, and this is the center of the condominium complex all the way down. And the only drawback of this room is there's not really a closet space, just this sort of hanging thing. So we mainly use the closets in the other room other than some socks and underwear in this one. And each room has its own air conditioning unit and own controls. So as you go from room to room, you can turn it on or off. And then the best part, which I love, is the balcony. And I have my coffee out here every morning. It's got a couple of chairs and a small bistro table. Not the biggest balcony going, but works for me. And then we've got, again, this beautiful view of the palm trees, sort of a lazy river style all the way down through. Each one of these pools connects sort of to the next one, and then at the far end is the big swimming pool. And we're going to head down there right now and show you some of the other amenities. This is the view from the hallway just outside our unit, and we're facing down onto the main street. And there's some restaurants and pharmacies and street food sellers all the way along here, so grabbing a bite to eat is pretty easy. Down through the center of the complex, we have this series of pools, and it starts off with just a fairly shallow wading pool in the beginning, and each pool seems to get a little bit deeper as you go further down until you get to the main swimming pool. And in the center, there's lots of palm trees, and it's beautifully landscaped. There's gardens all along the sides with flowers, and they really take good care of it. There's always a bunch of people out here raking the leaves every morning and keeping the landscaping just looking beautiful. I think there's about 200 units in this complex. At least that's what it looks like. There's a few different buildings. It hasn't been that busy while we've been here. There's not that many people here, so that's been quite nice. And here's another example of the beautiful tropical foliage that they have all throughout the little pathways. Some of these pools have some rocks out in the center, and then this one has a tiered level all the way down. It's like steps, but the water just continually flows all the way down to the main part. This is the main swimming pool. It's a really big pool. I think it is about 5 feet deep, but also there are some shallow areas in different spots. It's pretty how they've got this tree growing on a little island out in the middle of the pool, and it's lots of blossoms on it. And on the far side of the pool, there's loungers all set up and umbrellas too, and people take advantage. That's the sunny side. And then over on this side of the pool, this is the shady side, and there's more loungers over here and lots of big trees to give nice shade. And then down in this area, there's some big basket chairs that you can lie on, and some of them are in the sun, some of them are in the shade. And there's a large pool deck all the way along this side, and there's a black stone wall. You can sit here and watch the waves pounding in, but sometimes you're going to get wet. And this is the stairwell that leads down to the beach. Although there's no beach here right now, it's high tide, so the waves are right up to the retaining wall. And then if you turn around to the right, you'll see Monkey Mountain down in the distance. And quite often we walk down there and lie on the beach in the afternoon. And right next to the pool, across from the loungers, and behind there, you'll see the gymnasium. And we'll go inside there and have a look. And it's not a very big gymnasium. There's a couple of treadmills, some free weights, a very small set of free weights, and some ellipticals. And in behind the buildings, all the way around the entire complex, there's this nice pathway. It's got lots of lush tropical foliage, some big trees, and we use it to run laps when we're out in the morning. Sometimes if you try and get a treadmill, there's people on the treadmill, so this is much nicer, beautiful scenery to run around. Overall, it's been a great place to stay. We've really enjoyed our time here, and for this price, you can't beat it. You couldn't get anything like this in Canada for that kind of money. Now, we're a very short walk away from the Cicada night market and the Tamarind night market. I would say they're about 10 minutes. And going the other way, it's about a 20-minute walk over to Monkey Mountain, and the beach is over there. So great location. We've loved the pool. The weather has been fantastic while we've been here. And if you want to go into, say, the Old Town, the bot bus runs on the street right outside. You just flag them down, jump on board, and for 15 baht, you have a ride to wherever you want to go. So very great location. I hope you've enjoyed this tour today, and if you have, please like and subscribe, And remember, take time to travel. Catch you on the next one.